you remember your first day in a strange new school and how lost and confused you felt, surrounded by crowds of strangers? But one by one, those strangers became people, and you learned their names.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Hello, I'm Danny.
I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Kim.
I'm Denise.
Hey, I'm Steve. I'm Brett.
Soon those people became friends, and you began seeing those friends all over town.
That's the way it is when you first learn about art. At first, you may feel lost and confused, but one by one, you'll be introduced to the elements of art, and you'll learn their names.
Like line.
And shape.
And color.
Soon you'll become friends with what you've learned, and you'll be seeing those friends all over town.
Because art is everywhere.
It's all around us. And it's inside us.
When you learn about art, you're learning about others.
And you're learning about yourself.
Art is expressing.
Art is exploring.
Art is enjoying.
Art is creating. Art is responding.
When you have art in your life, you'll be partners with art.
Don't be blind to the kind of excitement you'll find in your mind if you're partners with art. Open wide your inside where your feelings are hide. Have you tried being partners with art? What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal if you learn to be smart and you open your heart and you start being partners with art. Look around you, be partners with art. Sight and sound too, be partners with art. What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal. Do what we do, be partners with art. Don't be blind to the kind of excitement you find in your mind. Be partners with art. Open wide inside and your feelings will hide as you try. Be partners with art. What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal. You learn to be smart when you open your heart and you start. Be partners with art. Don't be blind to the kind of sound you find. Be partners with art. Open wide inside and your feelings will hide as you try. Be partners with art. What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal. You learn to be smart when you open your heart and you start. Be partners with art.
We're all partners with art, and we'd like to be your partners too.
Because art is something to be shared.
When we express ourselves through art, we are sharing ourselves with others.
And when we respond to the art of others, they are sharing themselves with us.
When you share your thoughts, feelings, and ideas with others,
And let them share their thoughts, feelings, and ideas with you.
you're being a partner with art.
It's not always easy to be a partner with art. People use all sorts of excuses to explain why they're not partners with art. Some people will tell you that they're not good enough to learn about art. They'll say things like,
I'm no artist. I can't even draw a straight line.
Well, I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
I can't dance. I have 2 left feet.
some people will tell you that they're too good to learn about art. They'll tell you that they don't need to learn anything about art because they know what they like and that's enough.
I don't know much about modern art, but I know what I like.
I couldn't tell you the difference between a tenor and a timpani, but I know what kind of music I like.
I can't understand this weird poetry, but I know what I like.
I don't know anything about art, but I know what I like.
I know what I like, that's enough for me. I hear what I hear, and I see what I see. I think what I think, and if you ask me why, I'll say I know what I like. That's all I like to know.
So if you know what you like, but can't explain why you like it,
And if you'd like to learn more about the world around you,
And if you'd like to learn more about yourself,
then it's time to learn more about art.
Come on, it's fun.
It's exciting.
And we'll help you.
We'll be your partners.
Don't be blind to the kind of excitement you'll find in your mind if you're partners with art. Open wide your insides where your feelings are hide. Have you tried being partners with art? What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal if you learn to be smart and you open your heart and you start being partners with art.
what are you working on?
I'm making a drawing. It's fun.
Did you know that you're using the oldest tool ever invented by man?
A magic marker.
No, a line. Lines were invented by people living millions of years ago, and we've been using them ever since.
How do you know when lines were discovered?
They weren't discovered, they were invented. You discover things that were there all the time. Some elements of art, like color, shape, are discoveries. But lines do not exist unless someone creates them.
So lines had to be invented.
Right. That's what makes lines so special. The artist creates or invents them as he works. Well, let's see what you're working on.
This is a special line. This is a melody line.
What's a melody line?
Well, some lines you see and some lines you can hear. This is a picture of what a song sounds like. Lines we see and lines we hear can move it around. Some go up and down.
And sideways.
Right, listen as the partners sing this line.
Bit of writing make it two, and you made it more exciting. So love on, you've made a design.
I can take that line and put it in different places.
Line is only a bit of writing made it two, and you made a bit of exciting. Say good choice, only a bit of exciting. Say two, and you made it more exciting. Say God is on.
Here's a new line. Listen to what it sounds like.
Melody is one little line of song, and harmony is two lines that we were rather not some rhythm to go with them. That's how long it takes to make a song.
We can mix that line up too.
One little line of song, and harmony is two lines that we were rather not some is two lines with them. That's how long it takes to make a song.
Now, let's mix all our lines together.
Can you pick out each line?
Lines together, we are creating what artists call texture.
The more lines we use, the darker the texture looks to our eyes, and the thicker it sounds to our ears. Lines are everywhere.
As you become aware of lines and as you use lines, you will notice that some lines will become special friends because you will use them a lot.
And these special line friends have special names.
Like horizontal,
And vertical.
Zigzag.
Meander.
curved,
Dotted.
long, and bent.
And like before, we can use these lines to make a picture and a song.
Look for each line and try to pick it out of the design.
Listen for each line and try to pick it out of the song.
You'll have to try hard because as the song goes on, the texture will become darker and thicker.
If you never change, you'll want to sing a line that's horizontal. If you never change, you'll want to sing a line that's horizontal.
Sing a line that's vertical and up and down the scale you go. So sing a line that's vertical and up and down the scale you go. So sing
If you never change, you want to sing a line that's horizontal. If you never change, you want to sing a line that's horizontal.
Sing a zigzag, jumping, zigzag, sing a zigzag, jumping, zigzag, sing a zigzag, jumping, zigzag, sing a zigzag, jumping, zigzag. A meander is a rover, down and under, up and over. A meander is a rover, down and under, up and over. A meander changes all the down and under, up and over. A meander changes all the down and under, up and over.
Sing a love and all you walk on, end up going in a circle. Sing a love and all you walk on, end up going in a circle. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over.
Dotted line go like a tango. Dotted line go like a tango.
Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Long line, song line, long line, song line. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over.
Line that beats and bends, so sing it all again. Line that twigs and bends, so sing it all again.
Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over. Sing a love and changes all the down and under, up and over.
Lines are good tools to use when you're learning about art.
And once lines are your friends, you'll see them and hear them wherever you go.
When you are aware of lines,
And when you use lines,
you're a partner with art.
Don't be blind to the kind of excitement you'll find in your mind if you're partners with art. Open wide your inside where your feelings will hide. Have you tried being partners with art? What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal if you learn to be smart and you open your heart and you start being partners with art.
The colors live between black and white in a world that we know best by sight. But knowing best isn't everything, for colors dance and colors sing, and colors laugh and colors cry, turn off the lights and colors die. And they make you feel everything there is, from the grumpiest grump to the fizziest fizz. And you and I know well that each has a taste and each has a smell, and each has a wonderful story to tell.
Yellow is the color of the sun, a feeling of fun, the yolk of an egg, a duck's bill, a canary bird and a daffodil, yellow sweet corn, ripe oats, hummingbirds' little throats, summer squash and Chinese silk, the cream on top of Jersey milk, dandelions and daisy hearts, custard pies and lemon tarts, yellow blinks on summer nights and the off and on of firefly lights. Yellow's a topaz, a candle flame. Felicity's a yellow name. Yellow's mimosa, and I guess yellow's the color of happiness.
Yellow is the color of happiness. It is also the color we feel when we are afraid.
When I'm all alone in the house and it gets dark and the door squeaks and the dogs bark and the floor creaks, I want to depart, but I'm too weak in the knees 'cause I'm yellow. I know I should be brave, that's the way I should behave, but the road to doom is paved with my good intentions to be
had to close for comfort, I decide to take a walk, 'cause I'm yellow. I know I should fight and stand up for my rights, but I'm still afraid I might end up in the sewer. I calmly go my way to live another day, to be around to say I'm yellow. When I'm with my friends at the show and the movies about this creature who lives in pillows so he can eat your ears and eyeballs and suck your brains out while you sleep, I get yellow. I know it's just a show and that really there is no monster waiting home to go for my ears and eyeballs. But when I go to bed, there's no pillow for my head. You see, it's like I said, I'm yellow. But yellow's quite alright in the middle of the night, or when you're in a fight that you might not live through. And fear's something shared, since everyone gets scared. We all should be prepared to be yellow.
When you take some yellow and add some blue, you make a different color, green.
Green is the grass and the leaves of trees.
Green is the smell of a country breeze.
Green is lettuce.
And sometimes the sea.
When green is a feeling, you pronounce it envy.
Green is a coolness you get in the shade of the tall old woods where the moss is made.
Green is a flutter that comes in the spring when frost melts out of everything.
Green is a grasshopper.
Green is jade.
Green is hiding in the shade.
Green is an olive.
And a pickle.
The sound of green is a water trickle.
Green is the world after the rain, bathed and beautiful again.
April is green.
Peppermint too.
Every elf has one green shoe.
Green is the meadow.
Green is the fuzz that covers up where winter was.
Green is ivy and honeysuckle vine.
Green is yours. Green is mine.
Take the yellow out of green and you are left with blue. Blue is the color of jeans, coconut snow cones, and Edie's eyes.
Blue is the color of the sky without a cloud, cool, distant, beautiful, and proud. Blue is the quiet sea and the eyes of some people. And many agree, as they grow older and older, blue is a scarf spring wears on her shoulder. Blue is twilight, shadows on snow. Blue is a feeling way down low. Cold is bloom. Flame shot from a welding torch is too. Hot, screaming, blistering blue. And on winter mornings, the dawns are blue.
Sometimes blue winter mornings can find us feeling sad and melancholy. When we feel that way, we have the blues.
Sometimes I feel unhappy and can't explain just why. I feel detached and lonely with all my friends close by. I feel that there's no reason for anything I do, and that's when people tell me that what I feel is blue. But blue is in the rainbow and in the summer sky. You can see it in a flower and the twinkle of an eye. I still get sad and lonely, but this is what I do. I think the good things in the world that are blue too.
When blue mixes with red, they make the most royal of all colors, purple.
Time is purple, just before night, when most people turn on the light.
But if you don't, it's a beautiful sight.
Asters are purple.
There's purple ink.
Purple's more popular than you think.
It's sort of a great-grandmother to pink.
There are purple shadows.
And purple veils.
Some ladies purple their fingernails.
There's purple jam.
And purple gel.
And a purple bruise next day will tell where you landed when you fell.
The purple feeling is rather put out.
The purple look is a definite pout. But the purple sound is the loveliest thing.
It's a violet opening in the spring.
It's the color of danger, the color of love, the color of evil, and the color of patriotism. It's the color of red.
Red is a sunset, blazy and bright. Red is feeling brave with all your might. Red is a sunburn spot on your nose. Sometimes red is a red, red rose. Red squiggles out when you cut your hand. Red is a brick and a rubber band. Red is a hotness you get inside when you're embarrassed and want to hide. Firecracker, fire engine, fire flicker red. And when you're angry, red runs through your head. Red is lipstick. Red is a shout. Red is a signal that says, watch out! Red is a great big rubber ball. Red is the giantest color of all. Red is a show-off. No doubt about it. But can you imagine living without it?
When Danny gets mad, he sees red everywhere.
I'm a real cool guy, don't like to fight, but you better keep the color red out of my sight, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better feel what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. If we're out for a ride in my limousine, you better pray hard every light is green, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. If you stick out your tongue, it better be white, 'cause if I see pink, there's gonna be a fight, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. I picked up my girlfriend after work, but the rouge on her cheeks made me go berserk, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. In Normantown, where I come from, they have to lock me up in the stadium, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. If you got a sunburn, man, when I get through, every inch of your skin will be black and blue, 'cause when I see red, I go out of my head. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red. You better hear what I said, you gotta keep me away from red.
When you go to Norman High, you see this color everywhere. Orange.
Orange is a tiger lily.
A carrot.
A feather from a parrot.
A flame.
The wildest color you can name.
Orange is a happy day, saying goodbye in a sunset that shocks the sky.
Orange is brave.
Orange is bold.
It's bittersweet.
And marigold.
Orange is zip.
Orange is dash.
The brightest stripe in a Roman sash.
Orange is and orange.
Also a mango.
Orange is the music of the tango.
Orange is the fur of the fiery fox.
The brightest crayon in the box.
And in the fall when the leaves are turning,
orange is the smell of a bonfire burning.
With only 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue, you can make all the colors in the world. And all the colors in the world make the world a nicer, more exciting place to be. When you have color in your world, you're a partner with art.
Around you
with art. Sight and sound too. Be partners with art. What you see and smell and taste and feel and hear can become a really big deal. Do what we do. Be partners with art.
We're going to get into shape.
We exercise to get our bodies into shape.
We study to get our minds in shape.
We can hear shapes.
Feel shapes.
Make shapes.
We see shapes all around us.
When you are aware of shapes in your world, you're a partner with art.
As you look for shapes, you'll notice that some shapes are everywhere. Some of these common shapes have special names. Listen for the names of some popular shapes in Brett's song.
There's more to shapes than a lot of names. As you become better acquainted with shapes, you'll find that each shape has its own personality. Each shape has its own feeling, and each shape has its own story to tell.
A square was sitting there, his sides as straight as could be, and he was strong, but still he longed inside for some company. One day there came his way a circle lonely as he, and he said, "Circle, please stop here and spend some time with me."
And she said, "Little square, you're always sitting there. You've not been anywhere but where you are. You're always sitting down, I'm always spinning round. You're always on the ground, I'm on a star. You like security and I like feeling free to wander anywhere I want to go. And so I'll go my way, perhaps some other day I'll find the time to stop and say hello." And she said, "Little square, you're always sitting there. You've not been anywhere but where you are. I'm always sitting down, I'm always spinning round. You're always on the ground, I'm on a star. You like security and I like feeling free to wander anywhere I want to go. And so I'll go my way, perhaps some other day I'll find the time to stop and say hello." And so I'll go my way, perhaps some other day I'll find the time to stop and say hello.
Shapes, and everything else, exist in 4 dimensions: length, width, depth, and time. Take a 2-dimensional shape like a square, add the 3rd dimension, and that square becomes a cube. I think you'll agree with Denise. The 3rd dimension is a great invention.
4 dimensions, and that's fine with me. The fourth is time, and that you can't see. The first two leave the world kind of flat, but the third dimension is where it's at. The third dimension is a great invention. It takes a third dimension to add depth to your life. Once a triangular hieroglyphic thought being Egyptian painting wasn't too terrific, so he found the third dimension, and when he did, he became the greatest pyramid. The third dimension is a great invention. It takes a third dimension to add depth to your life. Once a little circle said, it isn't fair. I keep running round and round and getting nowhere. Then he found the third dimension, and in no time at all, he became a sphere. Now he's having a ball. The third dimension is a great invention. It takes a third dimension to add depth to your life. So if your life's like friends think you'll to get three-dimensional, you'll add depth to your life and stand out from the crowd, and you'll be on your own, free and proud. The third dimension is a great invention. It takes a third dimension to add depth to your life. It takes a third dimension is a great invention. It takes a third dimension to add depth to your life.
So add some depth to your life and get it to shape. When you do, you're a partner with art.
Don't be blind to the